Okay, Ryan, I guess, are we ready?
Bill, you're good to go.
Thank you, Ryan. At a few minutes after 6 o'clock, I'd like to convene this evening, January 18th, 2021, meeting of the Avon Redevelopment Commission. And next thing on the agenda will be the minute approvals. And Mitchell, I guess as per usual, we need to just kind of go around and verify the four and et cetera, correct? Is that right, Ryan?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I vote for the approval, by the way. I see everybody else is muted, so
Wait, sorry, are you doing the minutes, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go ahead and get that going, I guess.
Yep, you still need someone to make a motion.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
you need someone to make a motion in a second, and then I'll do the roll call for you.
Gotcha. Okay. I move that we approve the minutes from December 21st of 2020.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call vote. Bill Reed,
4.
Grant Niemeyer,
4.
and Gary Cook.
4.
And it passes 3-0.
Okay, very good. Thank you all for that. We'll move on then to the invoices. And it looks, Ryan, I just want to verify that there are 3, 4. We've got 7 invoices pending, correct? Was there anything else added after this?
No, there was nothing else added. That should cover everything.
Okay. Any questions, concerns regarding the currently presented invoices?
I would just like to know if Ryan approves all the invoices as submitted.
Yeah, good question, Gary. I do review all of them, and I actually won't let them go on the agenda unless we've already signed off and approved them. So good question, but normally I won't let them on here unless I've already signed off on them.
Okay, thank you. Then
I have a question. I don't remember the discussion about the Avon Avenue wetland mitigation, and I'm not familiar with that one unless it escaped my old brain.
No, it's you probably haven't seen anything for it for a while, but if you recall, as part of the Avon Avenue project, we had some wetland mitigation we had to do, and some of it we did in the town hall park. A section of it we weren't able to do. We were going to do it in the town hall park, but we found out it was going to be over the West Central Conservancy District's sewer line, and so we decided that wasn't the right place to build the wetland. So we had to redesign it and re-permit it, and so V3 is doing that. So it's still a mitigation requirement for the Avon Avenue Bridge. This is kind of the last piece of the project, and this is the one from V3 is actually the design. We just got the permits approved, so we're actually moving forward to bid that construction. We are still going to do it on town property, but we're going to do it on the Settlement West Parkland property that was donated to us down off of Dan Jones Road. So that's what that's for. You probably just haven't heard anything about it for like 2 years.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering, I was surprised by it, and I was just wondering, I'm not even, so the actual area that will be mitigated is down by, did you say down in the southern portion, almost to Plainfield?
Correct. Yeah. So if you're driving south on Dan Jones, just when you go through the 200 South roundabout, on the east side of Dan Jones, we were like 13 acres of parkland was donated to the town. So the wetland will actually be built on that piece of property.
Okay, what threw me is it said Avon Avenue. That I remember. I know there was already a park sign, and I think that what your plans are is going to be really nice over there. I think that's what threw me. I was just surprised by that part. That's so great.
Yeah, it's actually it's from when we built the bridge. So when we built the Avon Avenue Bridge, we disturbed wetlands.
Right.
And so when we disturb it, we have to replace it with new wetlands.
Yep.
And so that's what it's lingering from that old Avon Avenue project.
I just didn't realize you could have it that far away. That's interesting.
Just has to be in the same watershed.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
Yep.
And I think you're disturbing wetlands with the new road on 100 South. So does that kind of mitigate that as well?
No, that one, we're mitigating that one as well, but that one we're mitigating at the park that we're doing at 100 South and Dan Jones. So that area that we're mitigating is gonna be on that park property.
Oh, okay.
So a different park property, but yes, it is more wetlands as well.
Thank
Any
you.
other- Oh, thanks, Ann. Any other questions regarding the invoices? Anyone like to make a motion regarding their passage or acceptance?
I'll make a motion to accept the invoices as submitted.
I'll second.
Grant Niemeyer,
4.
Bill Reed,
4.
Gary Cook,
4.
passed 3-0.
Okay, thank you all for that. And then Ryan, do we have any old business?
You do not have any old business.
Okay, thank you. New business election, first off, election of officers.
Yeah, so the redevelopment commission's rules and procedures always require that at your first meeting of the year that you elect your officers for the year. And so you need to elect a president, a vice president, and a secretary. And you don't need to, you just need nominations, and you don't need a second. You just need someone to nominate. And so, Bill, you can kind of open it up for nominations. I'd suggest you start with president, open up the nominations.
Okay,
Then you can vote for president, and then you can open up the nominations for vice president, and so on and so forth.
okay, thank you, Ryan.
Uh-huh.
I will at this point then open up nominations for president.
I nominate Bill, if you're still for it.
I'd be honored.
I think you do a great job.
Thank you for that, Graham.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Gary. I graciously accept.
All right. So Bill, we'll still just, I know
That's
that
fine. Roll call,
everybody-
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
we'll still make it official and we'll vote for it. Gary Cook,
Yes.
Grant Niemeyer,
4.
Bill Reed.
4.
Congratulations, Bill. You're president again.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
My pleasure. Glad to do it. Glad to do it.
You do a great job. So
Thanks for that, Ann. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thanks. And we'll open up at this time, we'll open up nominations for vice president.
I would remind you that you can nominate somebody who's not here if you'd like.
right, and that's Henri.
I'm not suggesting you have to, but if you want to punish somebody for not attending tonight, you can.
That's taking advantage of a great situation.
That's right. Yep.
That's
That's
exactly.
right.
Yeah, Gary, you know.
Well, the current vice president is not serving the next term, correct?
Yeah, actually, the previous vice president was Andy Ottenweller, and Andy was not reappointed, or actually
Okay,
he decided not to request to be reappointed this year.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Andy is not back. And if you guys want, you could actually delay this and reconsider it at your next meeting if you want to wait and see if somebody else would like to do it other than the three of you who are already on here. So that's an option for you as well.
Who's the current secretary?
And actually, I've been serving as the secretary for the Redevelopment Commission.
Okay,
So you guys could reappoint me as secretary as well if you'd like to do that. So it's up to you guys, whatever you want to do.
well, Grant, are you interested in being vice president?
You're muted, Grant.
Sorry. Sure. I'll be willing to do that.
Okay, well, then I'll nominate Grant as vice president.
And I'll second that nomination.
Thank you.
All right, I'll do a roll call vote. Bill Cook,
Bill
or
Reed.
sorry, Bill Reed.
Kind of amalgamation of two guys there. I like that.
Yeah, sorry, Bill Reed,
4.
Gary Cook,
4.
and Grant Niemeyer.
4.
Congratulations, Grant.
Thank you.
Thanks, Grant.
Thank you.
And then Ryan, as far as secretary,
I'm fine continuing to do it if you guys would like me to do it.
I'll nominate you, Ryan, for as secretary. For a
I'll second that.
Gary Cook,
4.
Bill Reed,
4.
Grant Niemeyer,
4.
and it passed 3-0 for me to continue to be the secretary. And that wraps that up. Good job. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you. And then as far as the FSG Redevelopment Commission reporting, Ryan.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if we did this in the past, but I kind of felt inclined to do it. I think Tom may have been approving these in the past, but I think as a board, you guys probably should have been approving this. But every year we have reporting that needs to be done. The statute requires that we do certain annual reports, and we also have to do an annual report where we do a presentation to taxing agencies. Plus, we also just have some other accounting things or financial planning information like the capital improvement plan update. And we do utilize Greg Garitos, and we've been doing that almost since we've been in town, so probably for about the last 20 years. And so it would be my recommendation to continue using Greg, but I would like the board to at least approve him to move forward and to continue to do that. So that's what you have in front of you tonight, is for him to continue doing that reporting for the RDC for 2021.
I'd like to make a motion to continue to work with Greg Garitas's FSG on behalf of the Redevelopment Commission for reporting.
I'll second.
Bill Reed,
4.
Gary Cook,
4.
Grant Niemeyer,
4.
Harold, I saw you just joined us. I don't know if you can hear us or not. Okay, we'll just move on. It passed 3-0. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Do we have any other business currently, Ryan?
I do not have any other business unless anybody has any questions for me.
Looking ahead, do you expect us to be in a virtual form, the Zoom format again next month?
Oh gosh, good question. I would say yes. I mean, I think Indiana is trending in the right direction. For now, I would probably say we should plan on it being a Zoom. If over the next 30 days, the vaccinations pick up and we continue to see a decline in cases. Right now, we're still in Hendricks County, still classified as red, which means we're not supposed to have gatherings of 25 people or more. So as long as we're in red, that has kind of been our criteria, that if we're in red, we're going to do it by Zoom. If we were able to drop back to orange, then we'll revisit having the in-person meetings again.
Very good. Anything else? So Ryan, that's pretty much it, I guess, currently, huh? And we go again, I believe, in 4 weeks, I think, if my memory's right.
Yeah, your next meeting will be February 15th.
15th, okay, very good. That's fine.
Brian, just a suggestion, seeing that Harold came in late, maybe just give him a quick overview of what transpired, certainly regarding officers and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, Harold, are you there? Can you hear us?
He's muted.
Yeah, he's muted and he's got his camera off. So um,
All right,
I won't keep you guys all on here. I'll circle back around. Actually, I've got another meeting with Harold tomorrow. So I'll catch him up to speed tomorrow when I see him.
sounds good.
All right. So I guess at this point, we'll adjourn and go again on February 15th.
Great. Thank you guys. Hey, wait, actually, sorry, Bill, can we do one thing?
Let's stay at it, Ryan.
Sorry, I apologize.
That's all right.
Normally we do it at the beginning of the meeting, but we do have a new member, so we didn't really do any introductions. So could you guys maybe all do introductions so that Gary knows who you are and Gary can introduce himself so we know who he is?
Okay, that sounds good. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go right ahead, Gary.
Okay, I'm Gary Cook, and my wife Cheryl and I moved to Avon this past April. We both retired, although my wife didn't like the retirement life, so she was working part-time for Avon Community Schools. She's working in the cafeteria at Middle School North, I believe it is. She is a retired dental hygienist. And I'm retired. Well, I have a few caps I wore. I was Plymouth police officer for 20 years and retired. Then I was chief at Argus Police Department for 5.5. My dad was involved in public service. He was a Marshall County councilman for 12 years and Indiana State Representative for 16. He passed away while in office, and I ran for his seat, and I served 6 terms, so 12 years in the Indiana General Assembly. And then I was mayor for 4 years in Plymouth, and I served on the Plymouth School Board for, I think it was 1.5 or 2. Then I took a position with the school corporation with the Safety and Security Department. And I was in charge of the cameras and the IDs and all that stuff. So, and then I also served 1 term on the Plymouth City Council. But we retired, moved to Avon because we have 3 kids and our daughter lives in Indianapolis, about 25 minutes away. And then we're close to our other 2 kids. We have 2 boys and close to our 4 grandkids. So that's it in a nutshell.
Well, welcome.
Nice
Go
to
right
meet
ahead,
you.
Gary.
Thank you. And I've followed, I'm glad to see that Avon is active on Facebook, and that's how I learned about all of this and wanted to become involved.
Welcome.
Well,
Glad
it's
to have you.
nice to meet you, Gary. And we appreciate, first of all, I appreciate your service. We all appreciate your service.
Very much
Thank
so.
you.
And it's great to have you as a team member as well. And
Thank you.
my name is Grant Niemeyer. I've been in civil engineering, land surveying for roughly 34 some years now. I live here obviously in the town of Avon. I'm also a grandpa, have 2 granddaughters.
Great.
Enjoy being in the community, and we're glad to have you on board. So nice to meet
Thank
you.
you very much. It's great being a grandparent, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's awesome.
Am I up next?
Go for it, Ann.
Well, welcome. What a legacy of service. That is very impressive. And thank you so much for bringing your skills and experience to Avon, and we will put you to work and put you to use. So I've been on the Avon School Board 12 years, and I am the appointee, and I think I've been on since either 2009 or 10. I can't remember when school board members became appointed. But nonetheless, and I'm also a commercial broker, so they kind of go hand in hand, and it's nice because I kind of know about projects that are coming, and I understand them a little bit before they may get to actually the redevelopment commission. So that's it's kind of nice to have be able to see both sides of it. And you're welcome to Avon. It is a great place to live. We always thought we would move after our kids graduated, our older boys did, and they're all out of the house and we're still here and have no plans to move. So welcome.
Thank you very much. And we love it here too. Great community.
Yeah, thank you to your wife for serving. It's keeping our schools fully staffed has really been challenging this year with COVID, and a lot of our staff, just didn't feel safe. Certainly understand, want everyone to feel great about what they're doing and safe. So thank you. I'm sure she's a real asset at North.
Well, thank you. Yeah, she, like I say, she was a dental hygienist for over 30 years, retired, and then she worked in food service for Plymouth schools. So when we moved down here, she just didn't want to retire all the way. So
I understand.
yeah.
Well, Gary, I got to tell you that what you said tonight is really one of the most positive things I've heard in a while, and I'll tell you why. Thank you, by the way. I echo everyone else's sentiments in terms of your previous service, prior service, and
Thank
also
you.
the fact that you found us and you've stepped up already. To me, that's great. I mean, this is what it takes. My wife and I have been out here in Avon now for almost Washington Township, almost 19 years, and certainly feel firsthand it's a great place to be. As you probably heard, I'm sure you'll be hearing, we're right on the verge of doing really some great things. We already got a lot of them in the can, and there's a lot more I'm quite convinced are coming. As for my involvement, this is my 6th year on redevelopment, and as I said, it's become a passion of mine getting the opportunity to serve. I'm honored to be able to do it, and I'm part of the staff at the Avon Library as well. My 13 years there, so beginning to kind of feel kind of old. I was telling my wife here a couple months ago, I think I gotta start to count down towards retirement. Got a little bit to go, but starting to look at that date too. So it's all good. Welcome.
Great. Thank you
Can I
very
talk
much.
now?
What's
Can,
that?
can you hear me now?
Harold, we hear you loud and clear.
Hear you, Harold.
Well, I've had a tough time getting on here, but finally made it, I guess, after the meeting was over.
But you're in, Harold. The thing is, you made it. Forget when, but you did it.
Well, I'm glad to be a member, and sorry I missed the meeting, but I'll look forward to seeing all of you the next time, or
Very good.
tomorrow, or whenever.
Whenever it comes. All right. Well, I guess Ryan, at that, I guess we're all set, huh?
Yeah, Greg, you want to introduce yourself, or John?
Well, Gary, as I said earlier, I'm a cheesehead. I grew up in Wisconsin. My family moved to Avon 31 years ago. So I've seen a little old sleepy town of Avon and the growth that we've had over the last 30 years. And I've been part of it as a member of the Avon Town Council, on and off again for over 20 years. I'm also a local banker, been in banking, commercial lending, pretty much my whole career. So I do have grandkids, so I understand that part of it.
Yes, it's great.
One of these days I'll retire as well, but I've been very fortunate that I've had 4 daughters graduate from Avon High School or Avon School Corporation. And Avon School Corporation is second to none, and Ann didn't even have to tell me to say that. I totally bought into it. It's a great, that's what brings a lot of people here is our school corporation and then our community. So welcome, and if there's anything I can do for you, certainly reach out and I'll try to give you my 2 cents worth.
Sounds great. It's a pleasure meeting all of you.
Nice
Look
meeting
forward
you.
to being in person.
Absolutely.
Yes, and when the Packers win, I'll wear my Brett Favre jersey.
Now that everybody else has talked, can I give my 2 cents worth?
Absolutely.
See, I was a banker on the west side of the square in Danville for about 36 years, and then did work for the county assessor for another 15 years. And I guess I'm still a banker on a board of directors here for the Hendricks County Bank. But anyway, I was with the Hendricks County Redevelopment Commission from the time it was formed about 91 or 92. For about 24 years, I was a member of that commission. So I had a little experience here, and look forward to working with all of you on your on these endeavors. Thank you.
John, you want to introduce yourself?
Well, I'm John. This year will be 30 years in economic development. I live in Martinsville, Indiana, where my wife is the president of the chamber. I've spent the last 2.5 years kind of working on the basics and getting us ready for some development. And I would think that this year we may see a little over 2 million square feet start to come out of the ground, and some investments coming to town, some jobs coming to town, and some more taxes coming to town.
Very impressive.
Woohoo.
Yes.
Go Pat, go.
Well, just instead of saying go Pack go, we'll say go Avon go.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to add one more thing, if I may. I grew up in Plymouth, Indiana, and all three of our kids were involved in marching band. And when we go to band contests, we kept hearing of this monster program in Avon.
Yep.
And so I'll get this COVID out of the way. I'm looking forward to seeing Avon's marching band.
Oh, it's amazing. And if you have a true love for the national anthem, be ready to tear up, because the way they play the national anthem is the most beautiful I've ever heard.
Great. And I see we have a young man on the football team that's going to play at Notre Dame.
Yes, Blake.
And I'm a
Great
big
kid.
Notre Dame fan. So,
Great.
Go Irish.
yes, because Notre Dame was just 21 miles north of Plymouth. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And again, we're happy to live here and get COVID out of the way, start mingling a lot more.
We have great parks, so take advantage of those when you get a chance.
Certainly will. Thank you.
All right. Bill, you can end it now if you'd like. Thanks, everybody, for introducing yourselves.
Yeah, staying for all the introductions this evening, and everybody stay safe, and we will see you most likely virtually in about a month.
Thank you.
Thank you.